Hello and welcome back to Random Vids. So as we all know, there is a brand new Mario Kart coming out. I can hardly wait. It looks really great. One thing that I really want this game to have, mission mode. We haven't seen it yet. We're going to direct this Thursday. So maybe mission mode will return, or maybe just the story mode, the free roam or whatever will be mission mode. I guess we'll kind of have to see. But the oldest Mario game that I have, the game that I've had the longest, is Mario Kart DS. It's a great game overall. It's definitely nostalgic, and one of the best things about Mario Kart DS is mission mode. So I decided for today to rank all 63 missions from worst to best, including the level 7 missions. Some people don't know those were, a thing. And also including the boss battles. So just recently, like a few weeks ago, I live streamed me playing all the missions. So they're all kind of fresh in my head. So let's get to number 63 and let's get to the absolute worst mission. Number 63, Mission 7-5, collect 20 coins on Wario Stadium. So there's a lot of missions where you have to collect coins, and some of them can be fun, but is it just me, or does it feel like a lot of the times when you're doing the coin missions, the controls are very slippery for some reason? I don't know why. And personally, one of the missions I feel like is easily the most unfair is collecting 20 coins on Wario Stadium. The problem with this is that you're going over so many ramps that it's so hard to, you have to be spot on to get the actual coin, because one wrong move and you might as well restart the whole mission over. Because of that reason, this is the worst mission out of them all. And it shouldn't even be that bad. They just made the choice of putting the coins after the ramp. And I think they forgot that once you go on the ramp, it's kind of hard to turn afterwards while you're going off the ramps. Yeah, definitely the worst mission. Number 62, Mission 3-3, collect 15 coins on Luigi's Circuit. I guess the idea is neat and all, but that chain chomp gets really annoying. One wrong move and, once again, you might as well restart the whole mission over. I just recently got a better score on it, but it's still, in my opinion, one of the worst missions. So, let's hope if we get missions back, we don't get ones like this. Number 61, Mission 3-6, hit Monty Mole 5 times on Moo Moo Farm. I remember as a kid struggling with this minigame a lot, and that's because you have to be really precise with the timing. So all you have to do is hit the Monty Moles. Seems easy, right? But they're jumping out of the ground and stuff, so it's a little hard, which could make the mission kind of fun, but personally it's one I always struggled with. Heck, even recently when I was doing the live stream, I was struggling with it. It's just one of those minigames I never got comfortable with, and not one that I've had a lot of fun with either. In my opinion, it's one of the worst missions, and I hope that if they do something like this again, they make it a bit easier. Number 60, Mission 5-3, destroy 5 item boxes on Koopa Beach 2. Here's another one I always struggled with as a kid, and still kind of struggle with now. Like, I get it, we're way into, like, the 5th level at this point, but what's annoying about this mission is if you don't get them, like, right away, you're screwed. The stupid boxes always like to go over the death pit of water that you can't drive through. So one wrong move and you might as well start the whole mission all over again. In my opinion, it is the worst out of the collect the item box type of minigames. Number 59, Mission 5-6, collect 18 coins on Tart Top. With how fun the Tart Top battle track is, it's not only the worst battle track in Mario Kart DS, but it has the worst mission in Mario Kart DS too. What are the odds? Here's another coin minigame. The same problems with Wario Stadium are found here. You have to make sure you're going the right way while you're on the big ramp, because you can't really turn while you're in the air, and one wrong move, once again, might as well start the whole mission over. But you can't stop and look where the coin is, because the whole point is racing and seeing how fast you can go. Yeah, this minigame sucks. It's definitely one of the worst of the coin ones. It's only a tad more tolerable than the Wario Stadium one, though, just because, like, I don't feel like the coin placements aren't quite as unbearable. Like, you don't have to turn quite as much. You basically just have to go in a straight line, but it's still bad. Number 58, Level 6 Boss against Chief Chili. So here we have the first boss, and unfortunately this is probably the worst out of the 7 bosses. So it looks simple, right? You just push Chief Chili off of the platform, and it is. Unfortunately, though, by the third time you've pushed him off, he's pissed, and now he jumps if you don't push him in right away. Now, I will say this is a mission that I'm slowly starting to get better at, and I'm slowly starting to like it a little more. It's a little more bearable, I guess, but it's still a pretty weak minigame in my opinion. The fact that he jumps over you and then you have to start the whole mission all over again is annoying. Number 57, the World 3 boss against Goon Boss. Racing against the boss now, isn't that amazing? So for this one, all you do is race Goon Boss on Baby Park. And Goon Boss is pretty hard. For a level 3 mission, like, this one is tough, that's for sure. It took me a long time when I was a kid to complete this one. And, it shows. This one is pretty hard. Heck, when I did the live stream, I was still struggling with this one. It's one of those ones where you really, really have to be good at Mario Kart DS to, like, be really good. And unfortunately, I'm not the best at Mario Kart DS. Mario Kart 8, this would be 3 stars. But Mario Kart DS, no. Unless you're, like, amazing at the game, I'm not amazing at the game, so unfortunately, it's one that ain't my favorite to do at all. Number 56, World 7's boss, or Mission 7's boss. Race against Wiggler on Mushroom Bridge. Oh look, it's the Goon Boss one all over again, except this time I feel like Wiggler is a little more fair. He litters items all over the track, and it makes it a little easier, although I guess Goon Boss does put mushrooms, but, you know, stars or mushrooms, which item is better? Right. Plus, Mushroom Bridge overall is a better track than Baby Park anyway, and Wiggler isn't quite as annoying to deal with as Goon Boss, although he still can get really hard. You have to be, once again, pretty much perfect on, or else Wiggler's going to pass you, and like I said, I'm just not the best at Mario Kart DS, so I'm not good at all this snaking and stuff, finding the best shortcuts. Mario Kart 8, heck yeah, I'd get 3 stars. Mario Kart DS, I'd get 1 star maybe. So, at least it's better than the Goon Boss one, but only by a bit. Number 55, Mission 3-1. Oh, we're back to Missions 3 again. What is it with Mission 3 just being so annoying? It's another destroy the item box type of minigame. At least this time they're not going over a death pit. But it's in Waluigi Pinball. There's so many spots that these item boxes can go. So it can take some time to get them all. And it gets a little annoying when you don't get them all right away. Although, unlike Koopa Beach 2, at least you don't have to, like, restart the whole thing. It'll just take some more time to complete it. Number 54, Mission 7-6. Get the 8 gates in order on the Nintendo DS battle board. This is the one I like to call the, hey, we're out of ideas type of one. We'll make 7 missions and because there's only 6 boards, we'll bring back the Nintendo DS one. And instead of the first one where they're spread out, let's just put them all in a circle. Once again, you have to be like really good at Mario Kart DS to do good at this one. And for me, like I said, I'm not the best at Mario Kart DS, therefore I'm not the best at this one. And that's not me being like, oh, I'm not good at this, therefore I don't like it. That's just me saying there's other missions that are more fun where it doesn't force you to, like, you know the controls of Mario Kart DS. So unfortunately, this is just one that's just not for me. Number 53, Mission 5-7. Pass through, 8 different gates on DK Pass. We're starting to get to the gate type of levels. I feel like some of the worser gate levels are a lot better than some of the worser coin levels. Once again, it's just down to the fact that I feel like for mission mode, they make your controls very slippery in a way. And this one can be fun at times, but basically what you're doing is just avoiding all the snowballs at all costs, or once again, restart. It's not a bad one, but the snowballs can get a little annoying, especially when you're going on the opposite direction of DK Pass, so a pathway you're not really quite used to. So, unfortunately, it's one of the weaker ones out of the gate ones, but it ain't terrible. Number 52, Mission 6-4, collect 10 item boxes on Block Fort. As what is probably, in my opinion, the most overrated battle stage, this mission is just, I don't know. I don't know how I really feel about it. It's another one of those collect the item box type minigames, and it can be fun at times, but man, there is a lot of item boxes you have to collect, and they go all over the place. It's almost like the Waluigi Pinball one in a way, but I do actually kind of find this one kind of fun. It is kind of fun finding all the different item boxes and then trying to chase them down. But for a big battle track like this, I guess this is pretty much deserving of a level 6 mission. Overall, this one is just fine. Number 51, Mission 7-1. Do 6 drifts on Rainbow Road. So here we have a lot of the drifting minigames, or missions. They're not bad, but they're just a little boring, especially when you know how to drift in Mario Kart DS. What's funny is that I never knew how to drift at first, so I always got stuck at the very last mission on the very first missions, which is kind of funny. Eventually, when I learned how to drift, then I could go to the other ones, but out of all the drift ones, this one's probably just the most meh out of them all. Nothing too exciting, you're just drifting. Number 50, Mission 1-7. Collect 20 coins on Moo Moo Farm. Oh, here we have another coin minigame. Thank God we're finally not going over those stupid boosts, though. But, once again, the same problem with this minigame is with this mission is the same as all the other coin minigames. The controls are very slippery, and you slide all over the place. So one slip up, and you might as well retry the whole mission all over again. At least this one, like I said, it's easier. The coins are put in better spots, and you're not going across boosts. Thank God for that. It's still just a meh minigame overall, though. Number 49, Mission 1-2. Collect 15 coins on Peach Circuit. Kind of like Moo Moo Farm, except the road isn't as hilly. Therefore, it's easier. Therefore, it's easier to control. Therefore, it's better. Number 48, Mission 3-7. Another Mission 3-1. Do 10 drifts on Shroom Ridge. And another drift one. There's nothing I really have to say about this one. You just drive on one lap on Shroom Ridge and make sure you do 10 drifts, and you're golden. Number 47, Mission 6-6. Do 14 drifts on Yoshi's Circuit. And look at it, once again, another drifting one. I don't remember what's coming next, so is it going to be another drifting one? It could potentially be. Same situation as Shroom Ridge. You're just driving on the track, and instead of getting 10 drifts in, though, you're getting 14. So, there's that. Number 46, Mission 2-3. Drive through 5 gates in order on Donut Plains 1. Okay, it's actually not a drifting one. But at the same time, maybe it sort of is, if you want to go faster. So, we have a lot of these, of course, drive through the certain numbered ones. This one is just fine. Honestly, I find it a little boring, and the whole ending is a little weird, where they really space out all the different numbers just so you can drive through 5. Personally, just add more instead of spacing them out so much. Well, the end ones at least, but yeah. Overall, it's a fine enough mission. What else need I say? Number 45, Mission 2-5. Like 20 coins on Cheap Cheap Beach. Oh, another coin one, and oh no, another ramp one I see! Okay, don't worry, it's just that one section. It's not like it's the whole track or something like that, like Tart Top or Wario Stadium. So it's just that one section. I guess it's kind of like a test for those missions, to get you kind of ready for those ones. To summarize it up, it's not the worst coin one ever, but it's not the best one either. Number 44, 6 drifts on Baby Park, Mission 2-8. Oh, here's another drifting one. This time you go around the track 3 times, because you know it's Baby Park. And you try to get 6 drifts in. Another drifting one. Oh, and to make it more interesting, they added stars. Cool. Number 43, Mission 2-7. Drive through 10 gates on Luigi's Circuit. Wow, we're just hammering out all the level 2 missions now at this point. It's another one of those drive through the different rings and whatnot. It's a fine enough one, just like all the other ones, although there is some tricky turns you have to make, and if you're not paying attention, you'll be on the wrong side of the road at one point, but you know what? It's a fine mission overall. Number 42, drive through 8 gates on Pipe Plaza, Mission 3-5. Oh, it's another level 3 that we're getting rid of. It's another one of these drive through the numbered gates in order, and it's golden. I guess the only tricky thing about this one is the fact that they're all laid out weirdly. But you see, this is the kind of tricky that's fun, not you have to be really good at Mario Kart DS to do this mission and get 3 stars type of thing. This is the type of tricky that I like to see. Number 41, Mission 4-7. Drive through 10 gates on Waluigi Pinball. Oh, it's another one of these gate ones. Oh, but something unique about this one is you don't have to drive them through a specific order. This time you make your own order up. Okay, that's kind of neat. That's kind of interesting. And they're not in too ridiculously hard spots either. Overall, it's a fine minigame. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy, but it's good. Number 40, Mission 1-8, 4 drifts on Mario Circuit. Ah, and this is the mission I kept getting stuck on as a kid, not knowing how to drift. Well, it's your simple old drifting minigame. There's nothing too crazy about it. You drift, and there you go. And honestly, I think that's all the drifting minigames now. Unless there's one that I can't remember, but man, that's quick. And it's not that the drifting minigames are bad, they're just more boring compared to some of the other ones. Number 39, Mission 4-8. Well, would you look at that? Never mind, I guess this is my favorite drifting one. And honestly, okay, yeah, it is better than the Mario Circuit one, because there's more oomph going on. Better song, better track design, there's more. I mean, boiling it down, it's another drifting one, but I guess the main hazard this time is the puddles. Just don't run into the puddles. So, okay. It's another one of the drifting ones, and I guess this one's my favorite unless there's another one hiding somewhere. Guess we'll see. Number 38, Mission 3-8. Collect 20 coins on Twilight House. Oh, it's another coin one, and it's another battle track. This time we're collecting coins, and it's another Mission 3. We're just eliminating all the level 3 missions, I guess. This one's a better coin one, I think, because the fact that the hazard is mainly just the fact you have to pay attention and make sure you check your mini-map. So, okay, that's cool, making players check their mini-maps to make sure they're not missing any coins, because there's been times that I've missed coins on this one and had to backtrack. You see, that's a way you can make a mission harder, instead of just putting a booster there and making it annoying as heck. Overall, I'd say this is probably one of the better coin minigames, but I think there's definitely more yet to go. Number 37, Mission 6-7. Collect 40 coins on Tick-Tock Clock. Look at that, another coin minigame. This one is alright. All you're doing is really just collecting coins on the little clock thingy, and it can be fun at times. Although I will say that the little clock handles, whatever you want to call them, constantly get in the way, and also the fact the little speed boosts get in the way too. So it can get a little annoying at times, but it's still a better hazard than just simply making you jump off of a speed boost. If you're going the wrong way, might as well reset the whole minigame. So, this one's okay. Number 36, Mission 7-8. Collect 10 item boxes and avoid the fakes on Banshee Boardwalk. So this is kind of the sequel to the Choco Mountain one. And this one, honestly, is probably the weaker out of the two. Mainly because of the house portion of it, where you have to take this weird pathway to get to the actual real block. It's a little weird, but okay, I guess. Other than that, it's basically just a sequel to the Choco Mountain one. It's like that one, just not quite as good, I don't think. But definitely interesting for a minigame. It's finally not just collect coins, or it's an interesting way to do the collect boxes thing. Number 35, Mission 1-3. Collect all the item boxes on Yoshi Falls. And this is the easiest collect the item box type of minigame. You just drive and collect the boxes. Simple as it, but I guess it is a good introduction to the collect the item box type of minigames. It's fine, nothing else really too important to report here. You just collect boxes. Number 34, Mission 1-1. Collect 5 gates in order on Figure 8 Circuit. And here's the very first mission. It's a great starting mission and a good one to introduce you to the go through the different numbered gate ones. Nothing too crazy. It's just a standard. It's just your standard mission. Number 33, Mission 1-4. Collect or destroy 5 Cheep Cheeps on Cheep Cheep Beach. You see, this minigame is creative and all, but once again, with the wacky DS controls and the way the Cheep Cheeps bounce around, make the minigame harder than it really should be. And unfortunately, it's one of those minigames I feel like I get worse at as it goes on, just because the less I play Mario DS, the less familiar I am with the controls. But hey, at least it's an interesting idea, and I'd love to see more with this type of minigame expanded on. Oh, we kind of did in Mission 6. We'll talk about that one a little later. Number 32, Mission 1-5. Go through 6 gates on the Nintendo DS. Ah, you see, this is a much better way to do this type of minigame on this map. Instead of them all randomly just being in a circle, now they're actually spread out. It's a pretty good minigame, another one of these great starters to the go through the gate type minigames, and the controls aren't that bad, thank God. We don't have to go across boosts, we don't need mushrooms or any of that. No, you just go through the gates in order. Simple. Number 31, Mission 1's Boss. It's basically just like Chief Chili, except he doesn't jump over you, and you only have to hit him one time. For a starting boss mission, it works really well. It gets the job done, and it kind of teaches you how, this is how Chief Boss is going to be. Chief Chili Boss, of course. This mission is easier than the power sliding one, or at least I thought back in the day. So, it's easier than the coin ones. Why? Maybe a little too easy, but I guess for a level 1, it works fine. It does the job. Number 30, Mission 2-2. Collect 10 coins on Figure 8 Circuit. This is definitely a much better coin minigame. The coins aren't laid out in weird spots. You don't have to go over any hills or bumps or anything. Like, it's nice and easy. And with the wacky, funky DS controls, it works fine. Nothing else I need to say. Number 29, Mission 2-4. Collect 5 item boxes on Luigi's Mansion. Hey, it's the Koopa Beach one again, except this time the item boxes actually play fair. They don't go in an out-of-bounds zone you can't go. Really, come on, who heard of that? This time they're just simply going through the mansion and you have to follow them. It's definitely one of the best collect the item box type of minigames, for sure. It's nice and easy, but it ain't too easy. Number 28, Mission 3-2. Drive through 5 gates backwards on Delfino Square. This is an even better way to use these type of drive-through gate minigames. Now, not only are you not going fast, so you don't have to worry about missing it, but you're driving backwards, so it's kind of cool and unique in a way. And there is a few type of these minigames where you drive backwards. Unfortunately, I think this is the most boring out of them all, but it's still a good minigame overall. Number 27, Mission 3-4. Race Yoshi on Yoshi Falls. And these are probably the best. Some of my favorite type of minigames is the racing the certain person. And this is the first time we ever get to do it. And unfortunately, it's probably the worst just because of the fact that it's on Yoshi Falls, and the fact that it's kind of easy and a little boring. There isn't really many obstacles besides falling off, of course, from the waterfalls, but other than that, it's easy. In my opinion, I can't believe that we're already at the end of the Mission 3s. So in my opinion, this is my favorite mission from Level 3. Number 26, Mission 1-6. I know, I can't believe we're getting all these numbers correct. Drive out of the mansion while backwards. So this is the first backwards minigame, and it's a nice introduction to the backwards style minigames. This one is a little more fun than the Delfino Square one, I think, in my opinion. Maybe because there's more room to kind of back up, and you're not backing up for quite as long, so it isn't quite as slow and boring. I don't know. Backing out of the mansion is my favorite mission from Level 1. Number 25, Mission 4-4. Go through 7 gates on Desert Hills. So here's another one of these go-through gate type of levels. But what makes this one better than some of the other ones is, yeah, you're on desert hills. There's a lot of hills, so it is hard to get through them. But, man, if you pull it off, it is so satisfying. It's fun using the mushrooms and just zooming through the whole level just to get through all the gates. So in my opinion, this is one of the better drive-through gate minigames. Number 24, Mission 4-5. Hey, it's right after the last one. And speaking of the last one, I feel like this one is also kind of like the last one where if you get it correct, it's so satisfying. It's simple, just collect the coins that don't get smashed. It's a really funny minigame overall, and in my opinion, it's definitely one of the best coin minigames that there is. It's so unique and fun, and if you pull it off, like I said, it's satisfying. Number 23, Mission 5-2. Collect 15 coins while going backwards on Frappy Snowland. Once again, another really creative way to use the coins. You're not just mindlessly going off these speed boosts, not knowing what direction you're going to go. Instead, now you're slowly backing up to the coins. And having the snowmen there as obstacles, I think, works perfectly. This is definitely, once again, one of the best coin minigames. Number 23, Mission 5-2. Collect the different coins on Bowser's Castle. 10 gates, that's what it is, on Bowser Castle 2. This is another one, almost kind of like Desert Hills in a way, where it's really satisfying to go through all the gates just because of how many fun obstacles there is to get through in this one. It's not annoying obstacles either, no, these are fun to get through. And I feel like the obstacles this time around are even better and more fun than Desert Hills, because now you're jumping across these little platforms and stuff, and you're not helpless in the air like the coin ones. No, like, this is actually fun. You can actually aim where you're going. And I feel like the obstacles are a little more fair in this one than in Desert Hills, so I think it's a bit better. Number 21, Mission 6-3. Collect 30 coins on Shoko Island 2. Once again, some of the problems kind of are in this minigame where the slippery controls really mess it up, and the mud in a way. But at the same time, it's like, man, this is easy compared to some of those other coin minigames. There isn't really too many hills, you just gotta make sure you know where you're going. And it's Shoko Island 2. It's the only one that has it. It's the only mission in Shoko Island 2. I'm not a huge Shoko Island 2 fan, but you can't go wrong with the music. Number 20, Mission 6-5. Go through 8 different gates on Sky Garden. Once again, this is another one of those tracks where the obstacles just work really well for this one, that it doesn't really matter that it's in, like, level 6 or it's really hard, because as long as you know what you're doing, like, you're fine. I don't feel like the controls are too slippery in this one, and it's neat showing everybody where the 2 shortcuts are for this course, because if it wasn't for mission mode, me as a kid would have never known. Once again, one of the best drive-through gate type of levels. Number 19, Mission 7-7. Collect 12 coins while going backwards on Airship Fortress. Here's another really fun backwards type of minigame. It's almost like the Frappe Snowland one in a way, but way, way harder. And fortunately, I think it's way, way better. This is one of my absolute favorite coin minigames for sure. And on top of that, it's one of my favorite going backwards type of courses as well. In fact, I think it probably is my favorite backwards one, unless there's one hiding somewhere that I completely forgot about, but we'll see. But yeah, overall, this one is a really great one for sure, and it definitely makes top 20. Number 18, the level 2 missions boss, aka throw green shells into iRock from Super Mario 64. It's a really creative minigame, and it works really well for a boss. And in my opinion, it's one of the best boss minigames for sure, and one of the best missions of all time. Top 20 at least. Number 17, Mission 6-1. Drive backwards on Bowser's Castle. Never mind, this is probably my favorite backwards one, where you have to drive across the little, I don't even know what you want to call it, in the original Bowser's Castle. Once again, such a creative minigame. I love the driving backwards off a certain item or thing type of minigames, and this one is probably my favorite one. Unless there's another one hiding somewhere that I don't know about, but it's such a creative one for sure, and a great way to start off the level 6 missions. Number 16, Mission 5-1, Race a Chain Chomp in Peach Gardens. Speaking of a good starting mission for the, I guess, level, so for this one, you have to race a chain chomp through Peach Gardens. Yes, a chain chomp. Why? I don't know. I guess racing the characters got a little boring, so they decided to do a chain chomp, because why the heck not? And unlike the Wiggler and the Goon Boss, this is actually easy. So it's really fun, and it's fun seeing how far ahead you can stay from the chain chomp. And you gotta love the chain chomp music playing from Double Dash as well, playing in the background. Definitely one of the best missions for sure. Number 15, Mission 4-3, Race the Red Car in Shroom Ridge. And would you look at that, it's Chain Chomp 2.0, or I guess 1.0, since this one came before the Chain Chomp one. But it's the same idea. You race a certain that's usually an obstacle in that course, and now you have to race it, which I think is so cool. And instead of it being a chain chomp this time, you're just racing one of the cars, which I think is just really goofy. Definitely one of the goofiest minigames. Between this and the chain chomp one, there's a lot of goofy minigames, and in my opinion, this is definitely one of my favorite missions. Number 14, Mission 6-2. Destroy at least 15 Rocky Wrenches. Hey, look, it's the Cheep Cheep one again, except now it's Rocky Wrenches. Although I do feel like as time goes on, this is one of those minigames I've strangely randomly just became worse in. I don't understand why. I just always get the Rocky Wrenches at the wrong timing, I guess, so okay, there's that. But it does have the same idea as the Cheep Cheep one, and personally I think it's more creative and better. The Cheep Cheep one is fine and all, but I feel like your car is very slippery, and the Cheep Cheeps bounce all over the place. Although for this one, yeah, if you don't get the Rocky Wrench in time, they'll go back into their hole. But it's overall a pretty good minigame. Number 13, Mission 2-1, destroy 10 wooden crates on Delfino Square. This one's a really unique one, and it's another great starting to the, next series of missions, I guess, if you want to call it that. So this one is interesting, where you have to smash into all the different boxes on Delfino Square, and it's a really fun minigame. It's a really fun mission overall, and it's neat how they get you out on the pier and the bridge and stuff in some certain areas you probably didn't know exist on Delfino Square. It's a pretty interesting track. Maybe it'll come back in Mario Kart World, who knows. Number 12, Mission 2-6. Destroy, how many? 5 different Pokies on Desert Hills. This one was always one of my favorites as a kid. It's just really fun getting a bunch of bombs and blowing up a bunch of different Pokies. Obviously, if you throw them in the wrong spot, they ain't gonna blow up. But that's what makes it fun. You have to try to get it into the right spot. This is definitely one of the best missions, and in my opinion, it is the best mission from Level 2. Number 11, the Level 2 boss, aka the boss against King Boo. Oh look, it's another one of these coin minigames. But this one is probably one of the absolute best ones, and it's a boss one. It's not even one of the actual mission ones. So you collect a bunch of coins, and you have to be faster than King Boo. What he'll do is he'll constantly try to steal your coins, and all you have to do is just run into him, and then you get your coins back. It's a really interesting minigame, and it's a really unique way for a boss fight, and it's way more interesting than just the usual push someone off type of minigame. Definitely one of the best battles for sure, and in fact I think it is probably my favorite battle out of them all. Number 10, Mission 4-6. Collect 10 different item boxes on Shoko Mountain while avoiding the fakes. So here's the original from Banshee Boardwalk. And this one I think is better, mainly just because it's easier and you don't have to take any stupid pathways or anything. All you're doing is just basically finding the correct item box. Once again, it's a very interesting minigame, and I love how they took the usual collect the item box minigame and made it a lot of fun. This one's a really good mission for sure. Number 9, Mission 7-3, complete 2 laps on Tick-Tock Clock. So, basically, Tick-Tock Clock, but semi-harder mode, where everything is now spinning faster. Kind of like Tick-Tock Clock in Mario 64 in a way, where there's a lot of things moving faster, and there's more of them. So this is kind of a unique minigame, where you're trying to get the best time, while also avoiding the obstacles, which are now moving even faster than before. So it's a really cool minigame. This is actually my brother's favorite minigame, and I will admit, it's a really great minigame. My favorite? I don't know, because if you boil it down, you are just kind of driving, but I still think it's a really great minigame overall, for what could have easily just been more of a boring minigame. But I guess they left the drifting minigames to be boring, but yeah, this is definitely top 10. Number 8, Mission 5-5. Complete a lap backwards on Mushroom Bridge. Okay, this is kind of goofy. So, all you're doing is really just driving on Mushroom Bridge, but the opposite way. So now traffic is coming towards you, which is kind of funny. And you kind of have to get used to the layout in backwards mode. And, excuse me, some certain sections are closed off. So you have to be wary of what sections are open and what sections are closed. And also, of course, avoid the traffic. It's kind of a really unique minigame, and once again, kind of like Tick-Tock Clock, could have been boring, but it ended up being loads of fun. Number 7, Mission 4-1, Race DK on DK Pass. Here comes a lot of the race characters type of ones. This one's a really good one and all, but once again, almost the same problems as the gate one for this track. The fact that you're driving backwards, so it's a little hard to recognize the track. And there is a lot of obstacles, like the snowballs and the snowmen. But you have items, so it does make it easier. And I love the fact that they kept the secret item box up on top of the hill, which is kind of funny. I don't think that is going to be in Mario Kart World, unfortunately. I think we saw footage of it not being in there. Why, Nintendo? Anyway, this is another one of those fun race the character type of tracks, or type of missions. It's a great one overall. Number 6, Mission 7-2, Race Bowser in Bowser's Castle. Of course, this is another one of those really fun race the character minigames. It's a little more fun than Wario and DK just because I think the obstacles ain't quite as silly in this one, and it's not quite as slippery. And the Bowser Castle track overall is just better than DK Pass anyway. Also, like, I have to take the longer way around in this one too. There's a lot of fun little quirks in this track that makes it a lot of fun, and one of my favorite missions of all time. It's a really great one, and you gotta love how it's Mario versus Bowser, of course. Number 5, Mission 6-8, Race Peach on Peach Gardens. Oh, here's another one of these racing ones. This one's a little better than the other two we talked about just because I don't know why. It's just one of those that I think is a little better than the other two. It's another one of those fun ones where you have to race someone backwards on a track that you should think is normal, but they added some little quirks to the track to make it a little different. So it's a really great one overall, and in my opinion, it's my favorite mission from level 6. Number 24, Mission 5's Boss. Now you guys may be a little confused on this one, and I was too at the time. So this one actually isn't number 4, it's actually number 24. But I messed it up with the real number 4, which is the Bowser's Castle and Coins one. I don't know if I really agree with that now. This list was made a few years ago, by the way. Not a few years, it was like a year or two ago. But anyway, I guess this is a really fun boss and all, but it's not number 4. It's just that I wrote Bowser's Castle 2, and then I wrote a 4, and the first thing that popped in my mind was 24. So this one is number 24, and the Bowser Castle one, where you're collecting the coins, that one is number 4. Although I don't think it's number 4 now, but you know what? It's good. It's fine. Number 3, Mission 5-8, Race Mario in Mario's Circuit. And man, this is another really fun minigame. Another one of those race the character ones. And in my opinion, this is probably my favorite out of all of them. I don't know why. It just comes down to one of those ones where I just like better than the other ones, I think. I don't know. The obstacles are fun. I love the items, of course. Almost reminds me of DK Pass in a way, but without the slippery controls. So it's definitely a much more enjoyable experience. And it's fun seeing how far ahead you can get from Mario. It's a great mission for sure, and in my opinion, it's my favorite mission out of the level 5 category. Number 2, Mission 4-2, collect 20 crabs on Palm Shore. I guess not collect, but hit 20 crabs. This is another one of those really fun ones. Basically, you can do it the safe way and go up to the crab real quick and hit them with the shell or bomb, or you can do it the fun way, like in the footage, and the way I like to do it is just mash everything, and it's honestly really fun that way, and it makes for a really fun minigame. So not only is this my favorite minigame that is on a battle course, but it's one of my it's top 5, top 3 missions of all time, and in my opinion, this is my favorite mission from level 4. Number 1, Mission 7-4, hit 30 Goombas on Mario's Circuit. Hey look, it's the same one as the crab one, except this one's even more fun. Instead of going in a circle and hitting the Goomba, or hitting the crabs, this time you're kind of racing the Goombas in a way, seeing how far on the track you can go while hitting the Goombas. And the Goombas are a little bigger too, so they're a little more easier to hit. Man, this minigame is just so much fun, and in my opinion, I think it's my favorite mission in Mario Kart DS, and it's so funny how my least favorite mission comes from level 7, and my favorite mission also comes from level 7. It's just that crazy. It's funny how that works. But yeah, in my opinion, this is not only my favorite mission from level 7, but it's also my favorite mission from Mario Kart DS. And man, it was fun talking about the missions again. I mean, I recently played them, so I kind of have a recent feel of how the missions go. And overall, most of the missions are pretty fun. Yeah, there's a few stinkers here and there, but they're overall really great and so unique. So Nintendo, if you're listening, please bring back mission mode in Mario Kart World. We haven't had a confirmation of that yet. Maybe we will this week, who knows. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.